That's good. What's up, guys? We are live. Alright, we have arms and legs today. We're gonna get straight into it. I think this is gonna be a more chilled out session. No, more of the just chill and vibe. Well, W start, guys. I didn't look behind me. That kind of hurt. I don't know what actually clipped my knee there. I was walking backwards, so I don't know what could have clipped my knee, but it's a W start, guys. After I say this is gonna be a chill session. Oh well. Let's just move on from that. That didn't happen. Restart. Okay. Okay, that didn't happen. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, yeah. Need to move that out of the way a little bit. Can I get the rubber ones? I don't like the plastic grips. I like the rubber ones. Alright, so we're just gonna like, you know, vibe through this session. Won't be as much talking this session as normal. Just gonna be chilling. Going on 60. Again, 60 this side. It's all on uneven sides. Okay. Alright, well, let's start. Not bad. I'm gonna refill the water. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna refill the water. Let's stay hydrated. Maybe that's not enough for us. Maybe we'll... Maybe like 20 more seconds. I feel like with my bag work, I'm slowly fracturing my hand. This pain seems to be getting a little worse than before. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to, you know, sort it out. Drop. I haven't drank any yet. Let's head over for the next thing. As I say, I really dislike this exercise I'm gonna do. My least favorite one of everything I do in terms of exercises in the gym. All the benches are in the way. That's right, we did move straight away. I was about to just sit on the coffee machine. There are 3 benches in front of me. What am I doing? It's gonna turn into a sleeping stream, guys. We'll try not to sleep. Challenge. Yo, Dali. Worst time to catch me, bro. I don't know if I should have pressed start stream today. Super tired. It's going good though. How you doing, man? Said today was gonna be more of a laid back. Hind cutie, what's up? I was gonna say this was gonna be a lot more of a chill stream than usual. More of a just, vibe. Not as much energy, not as much talking. More just lifting and getting in the zone. Because I feel like normally I'm just yapping about stuff, This was a different change of pace than what I normally do. Anyways, we do have arms and legs today. So it's the yapping cat. Even my music today, I'm not listening to anything hype. I'm listening to a playlist I made called Soft Songs. It's just like chill, slow music, like nothing crazy. Is anything wrong? Nothing for stream to know about. It's just a lot of fatigue, a lot of tiredness, a lot of things hitting at once. But that's life, isn't it? It's not really about like what happens to you, or it's not something you can control, but it's more like what you do as an outcome of what happens to you. I think that's the important part that most people don't really focus on. They always want to focus on, everything that does happen to you, but you really need to be focusing how you deal with it. That's why I'm at the gym at like 3 almost in the morning. So yeah, I still gotta get the work in regardless. I'm gonna take my phone cover off in a bit. Yeah, I'm chilling, dude. I'm alright. I'm just tired and that. Like, it might be stuff I'll talk about another time, like on a different stream. It's just like right now I just feel like my mind's so fatigued or exhausted about thinking about like just everything that's just like, I just sort of wanna chill, I just wanna do my thing, That's why, you come to the gym sometimes, take your mind off of things, isn't it? But thanks for asking, man. I appreciate it. I mean, as I said earlier, I feel like I am like fracturing my hand doing my bag work, because I do my bag work. I have a bag outside in the garden, and that's where I do my bag work. Except I don't do it with gloves on. So I do, you know, my full forced punches on a bag outside that doesn't have protection. So I'm bringing you to everything. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, man, I'll bounce back. You know, everyone has those days, you know. Because you think that the thing is, you think that all the people you look up to, all the people you know, maybe grew up watching, thinking is a strong figure, you know, eventually even maybe your dad, you know, I know as a guy, you think your dad's Superman, but eventually you grow up and you be like, shit, he has problems as well, you know, he has worries as well. So that happens as well, you know, it's like everyone has their fair share, you know. How's everything going for you though? Because I know obviously it wasn't long ago that you had a breakup, man, and I know how that is. It's a rough one. That is. It's both a blessing and a you know, a big pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a blessing in disguise. That is. Because the amount you learn from it, the amount of, you know, development you can get through from it, it's huge. But the amount of trauma you leave also is huge. So talk about that. I'm doing better at this. At least, see, that's what counts, man. It's the best part of it, man. You know, as long as you're in the upward spiral rather than the downward spiral. But it is important, you know, like how you know, articulate yourself, because it's like if you do, you know, there's a such thing as an upward spiral and a downward spiral. So say for example, like you go to the gym, your mindset improves, your discipline improves, but that discipline into other areas of your life. It's like an upward spiral. You just keep getting better. You know, maybe, I don't know, your consistency, timing improves with things, whatever. Like you get stronger, you look better, you feel better. So it's like an upward spiral. It just keeps getting better. But there's such thing as a downward spiral as well. It's like, you know, you get, your girlfriend breaks up with you. You start drinking, you start smoking in heavy amounts. You know, then your health declines. And then you feel groggy and like shit all the time. You know, your liver starts to have issues, and you know, you stop going to the gym, you stop trying to even be yourself, you get depression. So that's what I mean, downward spiral as well, both ways. And what's important about it is how you think is the biggest like part of how it goes for you. You know, if you have a positive mindset, if you have strong resistance, strong willpower, you'll get through at the end of the day. You will have bad days. No one's immune to bad days, right? But if you have that willpower and that resistant mindset, you're going to get through it and you're eventually going to be on the upward end. But it can hit on the downward too. Yeah. It's not linear, dude. It's not a straight line up. This is, I mean, to be honest, in life generally, it's like this as well. It's never straight down and it's never straight up. And if it is, it's not for long. It's often like really wibbly wobbly up and down hills and valleys, you know? Especially breakup itself. It's very, very, very up and down. Because there will be days you're like so happy and you're like, dude, like why was I ever crashing out about that, dude? Maybe it will be more times when when you're with your friends, you're in the gym, you're feeling good, you'll be like, dude, why was I? Oh, dude, that was such a dumb crash out. And then maybe when you're alone at night, that's when it will hit you like a tank. You know, that's when you'll be like, shit. Now I remember all of this. Now I remember how good this felt. So it is very up and down. But not only in the sense of like immediately, it can shift just throughout your day, but it can also be up and down in the sense of it will hit you now, and then 8 months later, it will also hit you. Or you'll get reminded of something about said person or whatever, and it will hit you. I've had my fair share coaching people through it. I remember when it happened to me, this guy from work actually had it happen to him, and that's how we bonded, because I basically found out about that. I talked to him, and he was like, dude, like, how do you know exactly what's gonna happen and like how I'm feeling, exactly how it is? It's because it happened a month later for him than it did for me, so I knew exactly what he was about to go through and all of the feelings he was about to get. And I just, I sympathized with him, and I took him under my wing, told him about gym, and we started going gym consistently, all that stuff. But then eventually he sort of started slacking. He didn't really go gym as much, and he basically got over the girl, but I wouldn't say in the healthiest way. Because the way he did it is just, I don't think this is really even, you can class that as getting over a girl. It's more like distracting yourself. And obviously this works for girls too, like distracting yourself from the guy who broke up with you or whatever, right? But if you want an instant fix right now that will fix it, and I'm never gonna ever advise this to anyone, but it is just get another girlfriend, meet another girl. Those feelings will disappear just like that, very quickly. As long as it's a somewhat decent girl, But yeah, it will disappear. But the problem with it is, again, I think I said this last stream, it will resurface later, months later, when the distraction wears off, when the honeymoon wears off. It will come back to haunt you. There's no skipping the pain, dude. It is gonna come back, no matter what you do. That's why you just have to process. You just have to process it. Down to 26. Oh my gosh. Yep, exactly. You just have to go through it. And there's no guarantees either. It hits everyone in a different way. It depends person to person. You hear of the stories of people who can't get over people for 5 years, 8 years. It's real. There's some people who do manage to do it in a short amount of time. I'm not gonna sit there and say, if it was meaningful enough, you can get over someone in 2 months, because you can't. But it's perfectly doable if you're healthy in what you do, in a year or two. Like recently, I don't even know why. Look, like in the next 2 months, it's gonna be a year since when mine happened, right? But recently, in the last month, don't know why I've been reminded of a lot more than usual. Just my memories are peaking up. I don't know why. Like it's been good for the last few months, nothing really. But for some reason, in the recent, it's just been spiking. I don't know. But it's a different spike. The thing is, when this happens again, it's not feelings of heartbreak. It's not feelings of, oh my gosh, I missed that. It's not feelings of fondness. It's more so just shit. I remember that, fair enough. We move on. Wow, why are you reminding me of this again? I thought we moved past this. You know, it's like your brain, you're just like, why are you doing this, man? Eventually it gets to a point where you think of it. I'm not gonna sit there and say you like dislike it, like whatever happened, you know? But it doesn't have that hold over you anymore when it hits you again like this. If it hits you again like this. Even recently, I've had dreams of it. I don't know why. 2 recent dreams of the girl being in it, which is, or even specifically being about the girl, which is weird. But yeah, that's what I mean. It spiked up recently a lot. It's important to let yourself feel it. But when I'm this late in the game, you know, months and months later, when I'm not attached like I used to be, it's important also to not reminisce on it as much as the start. The start is important, reminisce, you know? Like, think about it, feel it, cool. But now, you know, like, I'm past that stage. I don't need to sit there and reminisce all over it. Otherwise, I'm just holding myself into the loop, you know? Yeah, you know, it will happen, but it's just how the memory works, you know? I think a big one is smell. Certain smells, whatever, you know, perfume, whatever, right? That's something that's probably going to remind you a lot. Because I think smell is actually one of the biggest, like, memory triggers in a human being. Like, you remember smells more than anything else through memory, so... Cause like, if think about it, if you've ever like smelled a certain smell from your childhood, you'd be like, shit, wait a minute, I actually remember that smell, wait. Oh shit, it was there, it was that time, you know? Why is it you're not able to remember much else, but the smell can link you to something so far back? It's because smell is one of the biggest triggers for memory. So for me, I work in a restaurant and stuff. I go by a lot of different people. I serve a lot of different people. So obviously, similar perfumes, similar fragrances spike that memory. But it's not for me, it's not like, oh wow, like, yeah, I will remember. And I will be like, yeah, that was, you know, similar to her perfume or literally her perfume. And maybe I might sit in it for a minute. Sometimes that happens. But eventually you snap out of it and just like, fuck's sake, brain, why did you do that to me? You know? But it's not something you can control. Your brain does what it does a lot of the time. Thoughts are very hard to control. So the important thing is don't beat yourself up for thinking of it, because the thoughts aren't really what you control, but what you do with them is more so what you can control about it. Can I ask you something? Yeah, of course, dude. Danny, I appreciate you coming by, man. You know, sorry it wasn't as high energy today, you know? Yeah, dude, I'll see you soon. I appreciate you coming by, man. Thanks very much. I'm so used to it. When I'm working, I don't know, I'm really I feel like overly nice. You know how in so I think it's Japan, like they sort of like they bow a little bit. I do that a lot when I'm saying thank you. It's all good, dude. Appreciate you coming by, and even you, hopefully it does, you know, feel nicer soon. But I'm glad it has been. You said it has been more on the upside, so that's good. Yeah, dude, I'll catch you later sometime, man. 12 pull-ups a bad number. I don't think I can do 12 pull-ups, so I'd say it's a good number. Think of it this way, dude, you know? 12 pull-ups, 12 is a set, dude. You can do a full set, you know? And pull-ups is such a strenuous exercise that, you know, even 8's acceptable for a set pull-ups, you know? So, you know, 12. Dope, man. Alright, what was I gonna do? I got triceps. Okay. We need the 20s. We need to warm up our tricep. Otherwise, we're gonna break our elbows. It's important always to warm up. Because if you don't, I'm not someone big on warming up, actually. I'm not a good mascot for warm ups. Because if you see my warm up, I'm about to do like fucking 5 reps and call it a day. Yeah, literally. GG's, that's it. My warm up. Okay. Damn. No? Hey, yo. What's up with the triceps today, man? That was no fun. £110. People think it's easier for the weight, but Nick says lifting yourself, so it's hard for me. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really matter how much you weigh when it comes to most exercises. It all equals out with your weight, because equally, if you are, say, 200 kg, you should be a decent amount stronger, because you should be holding more muscle than someone who's 100 kg. If you get what I mean. So that's what I mean. If you're lifting 100 kg and you weigh 60 versus someone who is 90 kg lifting the same 100 kg, it's more impressive for the person who's weighs 60 kg, if you get what I mean. That's why I don't like it when some people, they'll be like, oh shit, you know, I'm lifting, I can lift 100 kg too, but they're like fucking 30 kg more than you. It's like, yeah, but it's not as impressive. Top pull-ups is not a bad number at any weight. Yeah, don't. I feel like there's a lot of people they compare themselves always to other people. It's like, it doesn't matter if you do 10 pull-ups, doesn't matter if you can do 1. You know, you're still beating out a lot of people, you know? So it's like, people disqualify themselves, discredit themselves just because they see a lot of people online, maybe influencers, do a certain weight. But if you actually think about it, you know, those influencers are probably like a good just 1%, it's like 1% of the population a lot of the time. Maybe even in less than a percentage. And think about it, you go day to day, you're discrediting yourself because you can only do 12 pull-ups. If you go outside, who else can actually do 12 pull-ups? Not many people. So you're actually beating out most people, but you feel like shit because you saw someone in the fucking 0.5%, you know? Before I could do 6 to 7 reps. Well, it shows progression, isn't it, man? You know, if you're on 12 now, you're clearly improving. You're clearly getting stronger though. So, you know, give yourself props where props are due. But like a lot of people, like I've run into that are younger. I'm not even that old. I've just turned 22. But what I've noticed is people are more in the 18 sort of range. I don't know how old you are, but they tend to just compare like a lot, like obsessively. It's really bad. Because I've just seen obviously people in my workplace, you know, I pride myself on you know, my physique, you know, strength, fighting ability, things like that. And it's like, I was talking to one of my friends, one of my colleagues at work, and he was 18 at the time. He's now like 19. Basically, I said, like, yeah, to be honest, I probably could take most of the people here at work in a fight. And you know what he did? He got the one person in the restaurant, right, who had been doing Taekwondo for 20 years straight. He's like 37, maybe 36 or something like that. He said, no, but this guy can beat you. I'm like, congrats, dude. Congrats. You needed someone almost double my age to compete with me. Does that not show you where I am for my age group? Why do I have to glitch now? Yeah, dude, you're still growing. Still chilling. Well. I think I'm 5'6". So maybe like a couple centimeters taller than you at most. I'm on the train for fun, got addicted. That's what it's about, man, you know. I mean, I think I started I mean, I only started properly in the gym at 17, and I started training in general more like 14, 15, because I went to my friend's house, and I realized I could only do, actually I couldn't even do 2 push-ups. We had a push-up contest in my friend's house when I was like 14 years old, and I couldn't even finish the second push-up. I actually failed on the second push-up. It was all for good fun and games, but when I got home, I looked at myself in the mirror. I was pretty chubby, and not like overly crazy chubby, but like, you know, decent, you know, like decent bit of chub there. And I looked at myself in the mirror, just like disappointed in myself. I was like, dude, like, look how fat I am. And I took a picture that day. I think it was that day, maybe the next day, I can't remember, but I think it was that day. I took a picture and I was like, this is gonna be the start. I'm gonna change, you know, I'm gonna lose this weight. And so yeah, so I took the picture, and from the next day installed this app called 6 Pack in 30 Days. This is a crazy name. I wouldn't have realized then, but yeah, there's no way you're getting a 6 pack in 30 days. I downloaded it and I just started doing the ab routine, and I did it 7 days a week for 6 months straight. And you know, spoiler, I did lose all of that fat. I actually turned fairly muscular ab area, but I was still bare bones on my arms and everything like that, because I didn't train any of that. I just did abs every single day for 6 months, and I just cut out like takeaways, things like that. And yeah, I took like 30-day progress pictures. So every 30 days I would take a picture, just see, you know, how the physique's doing and stuff. And I have all of those pictures still to this day, which is nice. And yeah, you know, by the time I was like around 15ish, a pretty nice body, you know, like that's what you guys want, you know, you want abs and all that stuff. I wouldn't say I had crazy abs or anything, but you know, I was a lot happier with my physique. And that's when I started thinking like, shit man, you know, my arms are skinny, let me try and like do some dumbbells. And we had this like set of dumbbells at home. It was like 1.5 kgs, 3 kgs and 5s. My dad was really like adamant on safety with weight training, because my brother had like injured himself because he's older than me. And so with me, he told me to take it really, really slowly. So I literally I made a whole routine, like, you know, touched up all the exercise and stuff, made a routine, and I started with the 1.5 kg dumbbells. My friends always used to mock me. They always used to say, mum weights, you know, you got the mum weights out, bro. Like, bro, he's got the mum weights out. And I started 1.5 kg dumbbells, and I used it for about a month or 2. Then I progressed to 3, you know, another month or so, and then I progressed to 5. And that was the end of the weight set. So then that's when I joined the gym, and yeah. You only 3 more reps. I mean, surely you should be able to see like somewhat of a change in your body, but I don't know how long ago you started. But you know, if you're getting stronger, good rule of thumb is if you are getting stronger, you are getting muscle, because you can't lift more without gaining the muscle to do it. So if you are getting stronger, and considerably, you are gaining muscle. That's a rule of thumb for you to remember. I need to do another set. Man. Hey. Alright, just bear with me. I need a drop. Alright. Well, so a good rule of thumb with your weight training and stuff is you need to remember the progressive overload. Doesn't matter if you're doing more weight or you're doing more reps, you need to consistently, you know, go up in weight or go up in reps. If you're not, then you're sort of wasting a little bit of time, you know. Dude, I'm actually really doing quite terrible right now because I don't know, when I miss a session of whatever muscle group, my strength goes considerably down. Like I only on the first set hit what, 8 and failed. I know it's probably a lot of fatigue today. I did go to work and everything, and it is a really like low mindset sort of day, but normally I'm hitting about 12 on it. I go for failure so the muscle will grow at the moment. I like gym, but I hate PE. Like, why? I'm training. Why do I need to do that trash? Yeah, you guys we still do PE at that age. It keeps you fit, you know, it keeps your cardiovascular all good, you know. Weight training's one thing, but cardio is the other part of it, you know. So you need both sides of the cookie, you know, to make the full piece. Yeah, you need to go to failure, but I think a good thing as well that I've always incorporated is drop sets. If you saw, I drop set every exercise. Obviously don't do it for every set because it's meant to be for the end of the exercise. Drop sets are good because basically if you don't know the biology of it, you're basically making micro tears in your muscles, and a drop set just means you can hit failure again. So obviously then you're doubling the damage. Calisthenics. You're gonna, so basically, dude, like that. I know how you do it. So basically, you just gotta load up, like eat a bunch of food, right? You gotta eat a bunch of food. You see where I'm going? And drink a bunch of water, right? And then you do your sets. You go to failure. You keep going, and then you gotta like dash to the toilet. You got to do a number 1 and 2 at the same time, and then you got to run back, and then you got to do your sets, bro. That's the drop set for you right there, bro. Have a dumbbell and just that. I mean, if you only have like one dumbbell, what you could do is like, I don't know how much that dumbbell weighs. It's 5 kg. You get the dumbbell, do your sets, and then go get a water bottle, like you know, 1 liter or 2 liter, and that should weigh less than 5. There you go, drop set. Makeshift drop set. Calisthenics is good for practical strength, but it won't target as much of the muscles the gym will. You won't be able to get that much emphasis on muscles that you want. But if you keep doing calisthenics, you've seen there's a bunch of calisthenic athletes that have, you know, amazing physiques, but you're not able to like maybe get there as quick or specify exactly what you want without, you know, specific training. But it's definitely doable, not to say it's impossible, you know. There are those people out there like that. Legs, legs buns. I don't even know what leg calisthenic training is like, man. I don't know what the fuck you do, like hang upside down and do some like fucking leg pull-ups, bro. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But calisthenics is amazing for practical strength, you know? Because most of the strength you get from calisthenics, you'll be able to actually translate to real life. For example, like the pull-ups, you know, grip strength, all that sort of stuff. You'll be able to translate into real life, and like say you're a rock climber, you'll be able to translate it. You know, if you, I don't know, you fucking fall off a cliff, you'll be able to pull yourself up. Things like that, you know. Pistol squat, trail. I mean, you know, calisthenics also helps with balance, stabilize the muscles. It's just all practical, you know. But I try to, as much as I can, even though I'm in the gym, I try to do things to work the stabilizer muscles, because it's like, you saw me doing maybe this earlier. I'm not sure if you actually saw that one, it might have been earlier before you came. But I do this one, I could do it sitting down, but I do it standing up because it works the back. And I have to actually stabilize the weight. And a lot of dumbbell actually helps you stabilize weight, which is nice. It's a hard thing, bro. I don't even know how to do a pistol squat, I'm not gonna lie. Leg extension and a squat, what the fuck would that even look like? What, just taking flight, that is? Because you're down, and then you're somehow lifting your legs at the same time. Okay, no. So you just have to, okay, okay. So legs, you have to basically just take flight. So you train legs in calisthenics. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, next exercise. After this one looks zesty as fuck, man. But a good thing for you to do early is, you know, you're 16, you still got a lot of time, you know, to be doing everything you can. Work on your, you know, obviously gym is a good thing, physique's a good thing, practice strength's a good thing. Also, the ability to fight is a good thing as well. So you should probably try and invest some time into learning to fight. Whether it, you know, everyone does different things, you know. Some people do kickboxing, some people do taekwondo, some people do karate, some people do, what's it called, boxing. You know, everyone does different stuff, but some form of defense is probably good to invest in for yourself, you know. Good people. I mean, if you see, this is an empty gym right now. No one's around. If you look around the whole gym, I mean, I can show you even. Literally, there is no one here. So, but I'm here at like 3 a.m. in the morning. It's a smaller gym, so not all gyms are gonna be like that, but if you can find one, you know, it's a gold, man. But it doesn't matter, man. Like, just go at a less busy time. You run into maybe a few people, but you know, in the gym, most people, they don't really disturb you. They just mind their own business. They're doing their own thing. You know, it's really not that worrying. When you first go to a gym, because you're probably nervous, just go with a couple friends, you know, and do what everyone does on their first day. Just try all the equipment you've never tried before, have fun with it, No one really ever counts the first gym session. You're just having fun figuring shit out. Mom's using the weight for random things. It's fine, man. You just find whatever gym you can get into. I'm sure you guys have gyms in general. Find somewhat of a decent one, and tank it, man. Think of it as self-development. Think of it as like, this is a new challenge. Let's figure this out. Let's navigate this. And let's move. Sometimes you're gonna have to do uncomfortable things in life that you don't really wanna do. If I weigh 90 and Strudgy. If I weigh 90 and I'm 12, I was 180 a good leg press. Well, I hope you don't mean you're 90 kg at 12 years old. But anyways, pounds I'm guessing, right? I don't know what that is in kg, but I'm sure that's good, dude. And 12-year-old and you're in the gym, dude. Crazy work. Fair enough, man. Props. Yeah, it's probably a good leg press, man. It's double your weight, so it's always a good thing. Alex, appreciate you coming, man. Hopefully you've learned something valuable in the stream today. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by, and I don't know. Let me see. Yo, dude, follow up. I saw you haven't followed yet. Follow up, and you better catch another stream. Oh yeah, appreciate the follow, Stringy, as well. Yeah, Alex, follow up and you'll be able to catch a different stream. No, don't just stream gym, so yeah. But yeah, Stringy, that's a good way. I need to do my next exercise. It's zesty as hell, but I need to put my wrist wraps on. I'm not trying to snap my wrists. And the hell was I doing at 12 years old, bro? 12 years old, man, I think I was excited to play on the PlayStation 4, to be honest. I don't think I even had a PlayStation 4 at that time. No, I was playing on Xbox 360. I played like Call of Duty or something. Okay. Yeah. Jeez. Just landed on my foot. Nice one. Yeah, but I'm sure you have like an Xbox One or something. It's playing on the OG 360. I mean, I don't really got the time to play games all that much these days. I just sort of go gym, stream, work, focus more of my energy into streaming, all that. Sort of lose the time to play games. But it's sort of over the years, like, I'm still someone who likes games. Like, I have a bunch of interesting games, like, especially things like Pokemon, Nintendo. All sorts of games, to be honest. But it's like, I feel like as a 12-year-old, you're probably someone who wants to grow up quick, get access to things like, maybe you want to be able to have your own job, have your own money, have your own freedom in terms of that. Maybe eventually think of having a car and things like that. But it's like, now actually being that bigger age, it's like, you really gotta cherish that, man. Like, and the thing is, every adult will tell you that. But I used to be one of those kids who wanted to grow up way quicker, But it's really not everything you want it to be. And you will miss the times where you are now, being 12. Because eventually you'll have responsibility and all that. And not everything about it is bad, but not everything about it is also good. But yeah, enjoy it. It is a nice time. And the thing is also, you're 12. Make some good friends. Once you get out in the real world, you'll notice you don't really have a plan anymore. For the whole majority of your life right now, you've had a plan, I'm in school, year 1 goes into year 2, year 3 goes into year 4, year 5 goes into year 6. Eventually up to you, like I think 11, you do GCSEs or whatever the hell. But after you hit that 18, 19 mark, you're on your own. Your road is yours to take, And everyone will split up, go their own directions. Your friends, maybe who you have now, may dip, go a different direction, and you may never see them again. But the thing is, make your friends now when you have the chance, because after you get past school and college, the opportunity to make friends becomes much harder, because you're not constantly surrounded by people, Where in school, you're always constantly surrounded by people, but at work, things like that, especially where I work with a lot of old people. It's like, I'm gonna really befriend a 40-year-old who has a kid and different responsibilities to me. It doesn't really match, Yeah, make your friends now, and just hope they're good enough that they follow through. Because the thing is, a lot of the time, you're only friends with people in school because you go to school. You find out when you leave school who your real friends really are. It's got the SpongeBob emote. All my closest friends from secondary, I'm not friends with any of them. Actually, except one. But that's my best friend, it's my brother right there. One out of however many, The thing is, by the time you get out of school, everyone already has their groups, everyone already is accustomed to their little circles. So they don't want to add anyone new, they don't want to befriend anyone new, they don't want to have another best friend or whatever the hell, right? So it's like, yeah, you just need to go from there. Try a new PR. Bro, I ain't PRing today, no chance, bro. No chance. This is like the worst day on the planet to do a PR for me. I am literally slowly fracturing my hand doing my bag work. I need to chill out. Alright, we're gonna go again with this. Alright. Man, I'm tired. Oh man. And one of these days, I'm gonna fucking land it on my neck and I'll be GG's. Alright. I'm gonna keep up the hard work. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully, I don't know, to be honest. All the best, dudes. I'll see you around if you come back again. If not, all the best. Okay, that's that one. I need to use the rope. Alright. Let's move. I don't normally use this side, but it's alright. We'll try it. Should be all good. Sorry guys, had to fart. Had to be done. Just like, I'm having a lot of calories, guys. To forgive me. Ouch. So it's my elbows with that exercise, man. Kinda liking the vibe, just listen to some slower paced music today. It's a nice change of pace than listening to like super upbeat, fast music, you know? Let me fill my water. Guys, if the bulk is looking like this, the car is gonna be insane. But yeah, guys, fairly soon we are gonna be doing bag work at the gym as well. Just have to figure out a few things, like I don't know if I'm allowed to hit the bag without gloves, because that's how I normally train. But I don't know if the guy's gonna allow that, so I don't know if it will start damaging the bags or anything like that. And also kicks. I know you can kick, but you know, how does it work? Like, do I have to wear like pads, or can I just kick on my, you know, socks? I don't think I'm gonna be doing it with shoes on. But I normally do it with shoes on, so I just want to see. Also, how is that gonna feel? How is that gonna fare? Is that gonna hurt my feet after a while, or what? We'll have to see. I think you can actually see that. I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but my left one is swollen from all the bag work. Okay. One more set, drop, and then onto legs. Damn. My teeth were grinding together on that set. Felt weird. Okay, onto the legs. Just give me a second to get my stuff. Bring this down for you guys. I feel like I'm gonna kick the damn tripod up. It's close. Oh god. Here we go. I got the Simpsons playing. Yo. Don't know why the hell I got the energy to do legs, but some reason I was finding it hard to actually do arms earlier. Just legs is meant to be the harder one, you know, it's meant to be the one that uses more energy. Normally it's the opposite. Weird today is. Shit, I haven't asked today, this stream. How are you guys doing? Let's make it a thing to ask about you guys. Make sure everyone is chilling. I'm just sitting there watching The Simpsons, bro. What's going on? I just have to check everything's all good. I'm gonna get into the next set in like half a minute or so. Let's go. Do you ever guys do that? Like you breathe in ready for a set and just you don't start the set and you just have a bunch of air for no reason. Yeah. Still got hamstrings to go. Okay. Okay, let's move machine. I think we can probably walk. Go. You know how many times I've dropped my phone like holding it in such a dumb position? Oh. Alright, the way that came in so quickly, 100%, bro is going to every stream asking this question. Copy and paste, for sure, bro, come on. Anyways, you know, I'm flattered that you actually think I would know something about that. Because I have no fucking clue about that peptides. I don't know what the fuck tesamorelin is. Some natural, you know, anything I'd take a fucking creatine and protein powder. Yeah, I don't know what fucking, you know, IGF-1, LR3, bro. Like, you naming guns or like what's going on, bro? Like, yeah, I got the AK, bro. I'm joking, I don't, guys. Nah, dude, I actually just don't know anything about that. If you wanna ask anything else, I might have a clue, but that is, bro's targeted the one thing I have no fucking clue about. Bro, just, you know, if anything, just do it natural, bro. I've thought about a few things before, I will say. I've never actually done any, but I've thought about a few times, but it's like, just go natural, dude, you know? Most people aren't when they think about this stuff, but it's like, are you really at the prime of your physique? Is your prime, like, have you hit your prime completely? The peak, like, genetic potential of what you can do, have you hit that? Because I feel like it's kind of useless to do steroids and peptides, all this sort of stuff. If you have not hit your peak and you do not, if you want to make, you know, bodybuilding or whatever the hell, maybe then I could possibly see why you do something like peptides, something like steroids, whatever, because it's your literal entire career, you know? Fine, like maybe, but if you have not even hit your peak physique naturally, why the hell are you going on steroids, you know? It's like, yeah, it will speed things up, whatever the fuck, but you only do that for like, it's like, steroids is like the fucking, it's the end game. It's when you got side quests, bro. You know, like you finish the game, you have to finish the game first, bro. Then you unlock like the bonus content, the DLC, bro. But before you hit that, dude, I feel like that is kind of dumb to do, you know, peptides and steroids and stuff. And upon the fact that it's actually, like, you're looking to compete, you're looking to make it your career. Otherwise, enjoy the journey, man. That's the whole point. It's hard to get. Not many people have it because it's hard to get, hard to obtain. Not many people can be consistent. And that's why it's admired, that's why it's respected. If you get it from steroids, if you get it from peptides, you know, it's not as respectable. Okay. Ouch. Damn. feel like every time I do bag work, my hamstrings get like, I don't know, they get like jointy. Not even something to explain it. Like it's like, it hurts my joints to do hamstrings when I've done bag work recently. Felt like a little ghost, man. I'm pretty sure the compliment though. Call me a pretty big guy. Pretty big guy. That's pretty cool. Bada bee, bada pow. Yeah. Whenever I go off the app, I gotta check. Anyways, coming up though, calves. We're gonna be doing 210 kg. Not on the leg press, but not actually leg press. We're using the leg press for calves. I always like to specify that because I think I don't want to like be a fraud. I don't want to like, you know, give people the wrong idea. Like, shit, I can leg press 210 kg. I don't know if I can. I might. I haven't tried, but I don't know. I use it for calves. I always specify that because I want to give people the wrong idea. Because since I'm using leg press, they might think, well, he's doing leg press. I'm doing like, I don't know, the fucking calf press. I don't know what you would call it. So it's only like the top range of the motion. You'll see when I do it. But yeah, 210 for that. You know what? Someone pointed out to me recently that the max for the leg machine is recommended at 160 kg. So the fact I'm doing 210 kind of worries me a little bit now. You know, if they didn't tell me that, I think I would have been fine. But now I get worried every time I do it. But anyways, first we got one more set of this, then drop set this, and then yeah. Let's go. Maybe I'm doing it too close or some shit, man. Gotta drop. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, bottle. I did not mean to smack it like that with my foot. So weird. I feel like my legs are performing strong today, but my arms are performing weak today. So weird. It's normally it's the opposite. Guys, have you ever just like got up from a set of legs and you just start walking around? I feel like that would reverse the effect of wrestling. Like, you probably shouldn't be doing that, but to me it's like comforting, just like walk around after a set. Feels like a heal more. Okay. I'm taking a lap right now. Okay. Let's set up for the next one. I'll be back. I'm just gonna get my phone and bottle. Forgot my bottle. I feel that the water went down the wrong pipe somehow. Have to wash it down again. This is the one without the rubber. Maybe not. Anyways, this might be. Yep, it is. It's fucking. It's like a spiked plate, bro. It's like rubber, so it's just hard to bit on. As you can see, these are fine. Just a slide. This is like half the damn exercise. This shit is. How do I get jump scared by my own music? You know how like music sometimes can like travel from ear to ear, like, you know, they'd use that effect. So I thought someone was talking to my left. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, so that's 100. Up to 150. Now my back's hurting. Am I seeing ghosts or what? Am I fucking... I'm seeing ghosts or some shit, man. Alright. That's 200. Oh. So I need 2 5 kg plates. So I'll be back. Would they put the thing with all the plates? Yeah. Here we are. 2 5 kg plates. So that makes 210. And then my back hurts, so now I have to rest again. Now loading this shit up is a pain in the ass, you know? Oh, well, what the fuck, bro? I feel like actually stick my ass out. Oof. Bum, bum. Oops. Just want to share, but the socks were still dirty after the wash. Why does this feel like I'm too close? This feels like it's close. What the hell? Has this been adjusted? Is that even possible? My legs haven't fucking grown, I'll tell you that. Hold up. Someone actually adjust this or what? Oh my god, this thing is adjustable. Okay, I don't think I got that. What the fuck? Is it better? Okay, well, that feels off. I can still do it, but it feels off. Significantly harder than it was. Let me figure it out. I'm gonna try. I'll try it the furthest down. That was kind of fun. It was like a slide. So this is the furthest down. I really have to push. Maybe not furthest down. So let's try it all the way up. So this is all the way up, which I don't think is this. Feels too close. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't think I can even move it like this. This is not. Oh, it doesn't make sense to be able to move it like this with my calves. If I really tried, maybe, but it's definitely not that saying. So that's full. Just one down. Still too hard, but doable. Another down. This is no hole showing. Okay. That's another down. It's looking more like it. Weird. This is the lowest. I always remember there being gap. I don't know about this much gap, but I remember there being gap like here, because I would always hold here. Anyways, let's get our shit done. We're not gonna be able to do much, but do what we can. Okay, not bad. Obviously fatigued from fiddling around with it for so long. I'm so scared of this thing just like plummeting down and I'm just dead. You're joking, man. How's my camera tracking Ghost, bro? It's really foggy outside, you know? Like really, really foggy. Again, the Uber here. I was wondering. I was like trying to peek over the back seat because I was in the back seat. I wanted to see if the Uber driver put the fog lights on. I never really see that. And you know, perfect conditions. It was foggy. It was visibility reduced. You know. I don't think he did. I just wanted to see him. He was like a little eager person. He was eager to see. Because obviously, you know, being a new driver, or upcoming new driver, you sort of pay attention a lot more to like other drivers just to, you know, figure out stuff and pay attention to it more when you're about to get into doing it more, you know? Okay, we're gonna hit this next set. We're gonna drop set after. And yeah. Okay, let's take some weights off here. Ouch. Oh shit, I wasn't meant to take off 2 plates. Whoops. You best believe I'm not putting that back on. Okay, this is a mad drop set. We're dropping 110 kg. It wasn't like a drop set, the shit was like another set. My legs almost just failed there. Bada bada boom. My finger was in there, it would have been chopped off. Excellent. Oh, not this plate. This plate's annoying. Damn. Camera's tracking us again. Alright guys, let's bring you guys back up. Just gonna get my bag. We made it to the very end of the week. Sunday session complete. We end the week, and we end the day a winner. We end the week a winner. Came in, did the work. We didn't want to, but we did it anyways. Give myself a pat on the back for that, you know. There's always gonna be days like that. It's not even over. I still need to get home, my creatine, shower, all that. Before we can sleep. Okay. Alright guys, we are going to be ending stream here. Everyone who is watching, thank you for coming, thanks for lurking, thanks for chatting, everyone who did come and chat. And even if you lurk, appreciate you still being here, watching. Appreciate all the follows, new follows today. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another stream. Won't be gym, it's my rest day, but it will be something else, alright? So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All the best, take care of yourselves. I'll try my best to take care of myself. So guys, I will see you guys tomorrow, next stream. Thanks all for coming.